welcome to it. I'm your host, Claret Romance.
And I'm your host, Tokozile, aka Auntie Favorite.
And look who we have!
I'm your other host.
How are you doing, Brian? And welcome to Chingola. Welcome to the Crocodile.
Oh, good. How you guys doing?
We are well. How are you finding Chingola so far?
It's very nice. People are very...
When you say very nice, you mean what?
Customer. People
The
are
town
friendly.
or the people?
Yeah, the people... It's engaging. It's busy.
It's
not
busy.
what I expect. Be a small town. I'm not even seeing people around.
Like a
but it's
ghost
busy
town,
and
like
it's
you
so
guys
clean.
call it.
And it's so clean. It's so clean.
You guys call it a ghost town in Lusaka.
Okay.
Is that true? Why do you call it a ghost town?
I don't know. They call this place a ghost town?
Yes.
Never
They
heard
call
of
it a
that.
ghost town.
Oh, maybe because few people pass now. Okay, I'm not.
Welcome to Showcast anyway.
Thank you so much.
What are you doing here? Let's start there.
I've come pick up some few coins in your town, so I'm having a sale. I've been visiting different districts across Zambia. So we've done Kitwe, we've done Dola, we've done Wansha. We're now doing Chingola, then we're proceeding to other parts. So I'm trying to raise awareness for my brand by engaging my customers who are outside Lusaka.
Are you having like a permanent store here, or you are
Yes,
just doing
looking
a
at the
one-something?
response here, that's the whole point. I was moving around myself to see how people engage with my brand, and I feel the response is great. So we'll be setting up a store here as well.
Great.
Mine is who is Chanda Brian. Aside sneakers,
Aside phones, failed relationships,
brand ambassador, You own the rights to failed relationships.
My mother, baby, I've tried, but I've tried.
So yes, who is Chanda Brian?
Okay, Brian Chanda is a businessman and young entrepreneur from Zambia, a student, and feel that's more to me. I love seeing people happy. I love providing for people who can't afford certain things, certain quality. I love making people feel comfortable, not look down on themselves, saying they can't afford certain things, because I understand it's just time and someone who managed to afford it with time as they push, but there are those people who really want things, but then I feel looking at many brands that I've seen around Zambia, they all target the luxury things, the better quality things, and then not everyone will manage to afford, so who attend to the other people. So I look into that, to tap into that market and provide goods for those people so that everyone feels comfortable around.
I think let's talk about the third relationship
Yeah, I was looking at
the end of the podcast. Now you are one of Zambia's youngest millionaires under 30, right?
Yes.
Tell us how it is like to be a youngest millionaire under 30.
To have money.
To have the money.
And your friend.
I was listening to. I overheard him on the phone call talking about lots of money.
Oh, my
I'll give you this. I'll give you RMD. I'll give you Kwacha.
I was setting currencies, guys.
I will just have Kwacha.
So how is it like?
I feel okay, honestly. For you to reach the whole millionaire status and stuff, it's not like I do have that as liquid cash, but it's always in my assets and then my stocks and stuff like that. So people mostly mistake it when they tell you have this certain amount, but that's not really what happens, because and it's not me that has the million, it's the business. So there's that difference. So I think it's just a normal thing. I've never been excited to have money, and still me, I'm still a simple guy, and then I believe in expanding day by day, Yeah. Otherwise, it's just a normal thing, because I think it's...
So, mine is when the money started coming in that pushed you to be called a millionaire, what level of discipline did you apply?
I feel it's the same mentality I've had since way back. Of course, when you don't have something, you keep pushing, and when it comes, you don't really have to misuse it, you now start showing off, start looking down on people who are not yet there. So I feel the mentality that helped me is each time I make something, I always reinvest it. I try to grow my finances day by day. When opportunity arises, you have to take it. And then I understand there's someone who's watching, and then they're like, but I'm not an entrepreneur. How can I do this, that? Like, not everyone is meant to be a businessman, but everyone is meant to be an investor. So there are people who have brilliant ideas and they don't have the financial capital. So you as a person have to invest in that, and then, you push forward.
Okay, so you talked about having branches on the Copper Belt. Kitwe, Ndola, yes, Lusaka. How many do you have in Lusaka?
Lusaka, we have one. We had 3, but then we had to branch into one because it was hard to manage. So that was the hardest part I've had in my business, is management. But then I got a grip of it, so it becomes quite easy to even open up in other branches. So I believe when you fail, you have to improve, and there are lessons. So those are lessons I've taken each and every time. Then when I improve on my management, so it's my target, it's when I'll expand.
How many people would you post you put into employment?
Let's see. Okay, like permanent on my payroll, I do have.
On your payroll?
On his payroll.
I have to pay people. So Lusaka, I have 17. But then I do have people who I can say indirectly employed to the brand. Those people like we'll be able to give them stock, they'll help you sell and stuff like that, and then it's expanding. Like that's how I even come up with this. I'm collaborating with like young entrepreneurs who are trying to come up, and then each time I'm in a town, I ask for names like, okay, who's doing something that's it doesn't mean like they have to have a big store, but there's just you're able to tell that this person is pushing and they have the potential. If they keep pushing, they'll actually make it. So those are people I've been partnering with. So we partnered in Dollar with my friend Wansha, Kids where I have a store there. Then here I decided to partner up with Rules because I saw his brand, and then he's really pushing, and it's amazing to see someone young doing such in the local place. Yeah.
Okay, so as somebody, go ahead.
You knew I was gonna listen.
Yeah.
With every other business and the other entities, there's what they call corporate social responsibility. Have you looked at that yet, or are you yet to engage yourself and say, in this area I'll give back to the people?
Yeah, I do that. I've never gone on a public eye, like mostly. Because even here, I'm actually doing it because I brought some free things in the book. Like, and those customers were just like, I have failed to do whatever, but I want something. So I'm like, okay, get some free clothes and stuff like that. So I do help where I can, honestly, but I just don't believe in, when you help, you open up. Yeah, I've been donating to some schools. There's a small school near home. I mostly pass there, give them food, books, and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're one person who has established themselves in a business venture, right? In the business world, rather. Do you wish to venture into other things apart from shoes, phones, and just other things far from these things?
Yeah, we have been expanding. There are some businesses that are not really on the public eye. But the other things I do is we do food as well. I have some food outlets.
Oh, the shawarma!
Yeah, the shawarma.
Really nice.
Yeah. So we do that, and also we're about to venture into transport. And the other future projects that we have, real estate, but on my end, not like houses for rent. I prefer things that give me like a daily cash flow, like having a lodge, owning houses, apartments. That's why I want to venture in. And then we've also invested in building systems for different companies, accounting systems and websites and stuff like that. I do have a small team of programmers who actually do that for me as well. Yeah.
So I want to come back to Chingola. Why Chingola? I know you have one in Quito and Ndola, and it's something that you maybe think, I would also go to Chingola, but what gave you what made you so comfortable to come to Chingola and bring your business?
Okay, I feel mostly I'm one person, I always check my engagement, so each time I'm going through comments, I see, come to Chingola. So even here, Chilawombwe, they seem to be interested in the brand, so lazy. So I target those people. Then when I hear that, I research about the place, and I believe each part of the country, I do have a small market share, so I'm just trying to raise awareness. Imagine I can do this for the whole year, then I can just expand. But Chingola, I targeted Chingola because what was I told you? Someone told me that you think there's no money here. There are people who actually spend good money, and it's actually true. I won't lie to you. The Copper Belt, my sales are increasing like more than Lusaka sell sometimes. So there's good money. I won't even lie. Yeah.
Mike? The only brother we've had that has had proper failed relationships.
It's you, my brother. It's you.
You're too nice to have a failed relationship. What's been the story?
I don't really know. I feel how can I call them? Okay, it's mutual decisions that come up. Like, I don't know, on my end, I feel sometimes I just get quite too busy, mostly for my partners and stuff, because I'm mostly traveling, it becomes hectic.
Okay.
So mostly I feel I'm not really engaging well with someone, and then they can't engage in my program. So it's just mutual decisions and say, okay, we can cut ties and move on. But it's not like I have any bad energy like with my exes and stuff. It's nothing like that.
So is it something that you regret, trying to mix business and pleasure and trying to involve everybody that comes in your life into your business like that? Is it something that you would do with the newest person that's coming?
Not really. I wouldn't say I would regret, but I'm a person who believes when I do something and then some doesn't go wrong or some doesn't go right, I pick lessons out of it. But on my end, like engaging like the girls I've dated in my business, it helps me, like it tells me to push harder, you know what I mean? Because I remember when I was dating the first girlfriend I had, and it was all good. We kept pushing, and then I reached a certain amount, and then things didn't go right. We had to end things, and then the next came through. She pushed me very, very hard, like to this whole status you're seeing here. She kept pushing me to do better and stuff like that. And I wouldn't say she didn't help me reach where I am. I'm always grateful, and then I feel I don't really regret, but I have lessons that I've picked out of it. Yeah, but then at the end of the day, I'm rebranding, so it's my relationship and private life out of my business, because the brand is growing and it can't have all those loopholes day by day. Yeah.
Okay, so as we conclude, let's talk about the promos. Let's talk about the store in Chingola, what people are expecting, when they should come through, when you'll be visiting as well to do the sell yourself.
Okay, so sales have been amazing. We are doing a small tour across the country. And then the funny part is we had about 10,000 hoodies, and this should be day 11. We've sold already over 7,000, so it's the stock level that will hold us back. So it goes back to my drawing board, which means I have to invest more in my stock levels, which actually explains it more when I tell you guys, like, I'm never even having money as you guys think I'm having the money. Yeah, so back my drawing board, we need to do at least 30,000 hoodies, and then we'll open up something here. We'll bring you guys phones, we'll bring you guys shoes, we'll bring you guys accessories and everything, and as usual, my main target is the young business, because it's quite hard when you're starting up, and of course you have the contacts of where to order from, but when you put all those costs together, your landing cost will be as good as someone's selling price. So my main target is like to provide a good environment where the young people can just come to order stock, resell, and they have good profits. And so far with the hoodies, I've had good response. I'll have young people who will come, they'll order 20 hoodies, they'll be like, 2-3 days, boss, again, they order more. So it's like we're pushing each other, and I feel that should be my target now. I'm trying to focus more on the wholesale, but I'm not stopping retail as well.
Okay.
So that I can help someone out there order something and they sell, and also make something in the way, because we're helping each other. Yeah.
Take it away.
In a nutshell, it's been amazing having you on our podcast. I'm sure you've been shook to say there's a podcast in Chingola.
I was.
I know that.
I kept asking her questions. I'm like, okay.
How do you guys do this? What happens?
I remember she's like, he sent me a voice note. She's a panic figure, and I'm just like, it's okay.
Calm down.
It's okay. So yeah, thank you very much for being on the podcast, and we appreciate the fact that it was easy for us to communicate with you and mellow down. And for me, I feel If you could do more of this with other people at your business setting, it would be easy. And then you have those talks where you interact with us, interact with the community, teach them how to order. And of course, it would take time for somebody to come and beat you, but you would have created room for somebody out there. Well, for me, your favorite auntie. I'm gonna be wearing a hoodie very soon.
Thank you so much for coming through and for accepting to be here. This has been the Chillcast, and of course we had Chanda Brian. I was told he doesn't like to go by Brian Chanda, but Chanda Brian instead.
Innovation.
Yes. So yeah, look forward to that. It's I don't know. I think we'll put the directions to the store, maybe at the end of the video. I don't know how they're going to do that, but it will be done. For now, it's goodbye. Continue to follow, to like, and of course to support the girls.